The Silent Caller, Episode 2. The pattern emerges. The second call came just after 2:17 a.m. At first, no one noticed anything unusual. Night shifts at emergency dispatch were always unpredictable. Drunken arguments, false alarms, the occasional moment of real panic. When the line lit up, the operator answered the same way she always did, calm and rehearsed. 911, what's your emergency? Silence. Not complete silence. Breathing. Soft. Uneven. Too close to the receiver. The operator frowned, glancing to call timer ticking upward. Hello? Can you hear me? Nothing. Just that same faint hollow sound. Like someone trying not to be heard. For a brief second, she considered disconnecting. It wouldn't have been the first time someone pocket-dialed emergency services. But something about this call felt deliberate. Ma'am, if you can hear me, make any sound. The breathing stopped, just for a second. Then it returned, sharper this time. Tighter, controlled. And then the line went dead. It might have been forgotten. Another strange call in a long night. But 3 hours later, a patrol officer stood frozen in the doorway of a small apartment across town. The victim was found near the hallway, her phone lying inches from her hand. The screen was still lit. Call history open. Last dial number, 911. By morning, the connection was impossible to ignore. Same time of night, same empty call, same breathing. Detective Mara Ibekwe stared at the audio file, arms crossed, the glow of her monitor reflecting in tired eyes. She had already listened to it 6 times. Then a 7th. Play it again, she said quietly. The technician hesitated. You've heard it. Play it. The room filled with static. Then, breathing. Mara leaned closer, her expression tightening. Enhance that. The sound sharpened. Layers peeled back. What had once seemed like a single presence wasn't. There was a shift. Subtle. Easy to miss. 2 rhythms. 2 separate breaths. One shallow. The other steady. Watching. The room went still. That's not possible, someone muttered. But it was. The victim hadn't been alone when the call was made. By midday, both cases were laid out side by side. Photos, timelines, locations, different neighborhoods, different victims. No known connection, except for one thing. The calls. Mara traced her finger across the reports, her thoughts aligning into something cold and unmistakable. This isn't random, she said. No one argued. That night, the city felt different. People locked their doors a little earlier, checked their phones a little more often. News of the 2 cases hadn't been made public yet, but something was already shifting beneath the surface. A tension, unseen but growing. Back in the lab, Mara played the second recording again. And again, there was something else. Something buried deeper. She isolated the final seconds of the call, the moment before it disconnected. Boost the background, she instructed. Static cracked. The breathing faded slightly. And then a sound. Faint. Almost too faint to notice. A whisper. Not from the caller. From somewhere behind him. Mara's pulse quickened. Slow it down. The audio stretched distorted, but the word became clear enough. One word. Spoken low. Calm. Certain. Wait. Mara leaned back slowly, a chill settling deep in her chest. The caller hadn't been reaching out for help. They had been told to stay quiet. And somewhere in the city, the same person was still out there, listening, waiting, preparing for the next call. Mara didn't speak for a long time. The words still echoed in her mind. Wait. Not a plea, not fear, a command. She stood abruptly, tracked the call. The technician shook his head. We already tried. It bounced, same as the first one. Routed through multiple towers. Then find me something else. Her voice was sharper now. Focused. Because this wasn't just a murder anymore. It was control. Hours passed. Screens flickered. Coffee went cold. Then, I got something. Mara turned instantly. The waveform from the second call filled the screen again. But this time, there was a faint pattern highlighted in red. What am I looking at? The technician zoomed in. That breathing is not random. He played it again. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Then again. Same timing. Exact. Precise. Mara's stomach tightened. That's not fear, she whispered. That's controlled. A silence fell over the room, the realization creeping in slowly. Then all at once, whoever was on that call wasn't panicking. They were listening, waiting, following instructions. Play the end again, Mara said. The final seconds rolled. Static, breathing, and then that whisper. Wait. This time, Mara noticed something else. A faint sound underneath it, so quiet it almost didn't exist. She leaned closer. Boost that. The audio cracked, stretched, and then a soft clicking sound. Rhythmic, mechanical. Mara's eyes widened. Is that a clock? The technician nodded slowly. Or a timer. And just like that, the entire case shifted. Back at the board, Mara pinned both victims side by side. Then she wrote one word above them. Time. Same call pattern. Same silence. Same control, she said. She circled the timestamps. They're not random. 2:11 a.m. 2:17 a.m. 6 minutes apart. Mara stepped back, her mind racing. This isn't just about the victims. Her voice dropped. It's about timing. The room went still. Because if she was right, then the calls weren't cries for help. They were part of something much bigger. Something planned. Something scheduled. And somewhere, right now, another clock might already be counting down. Mara grabbed her jacket. Alert every unit, she said. We're not waiting for the next call. But deep down, she already knew they were too late. Because somewhere in the city, a phone was already ringing. And on the other end, someone was breathing. In episode 3, investigators race against time as they uncover chilling truth. The killer isn't just choosing victims, they're choosing moments. Comment, like, and share. Stay tuned for the next episode.